Hey, Christopher Kai here. Welcome to the second episode of Exposed, where I share and review with you public speaking techniques so that you can actually be a better speaker. So if you're an entrepreneur and you want to get more clients, referrals, business partners, investors, fans, or followers, being a speaker is the best way. So what I'm going to do is dissect some great speakers, not so good speakers, so that you can learn from them. So I'm going to go ahead and share screen right now. I'm going to show an actual video of a speaker and then dissect what they're doing well and what they're not doing well. And I'm American. I am based in Beverly Hills, and I grew up in New York City. Now, I'm showing this not because I have any political affiliations I want to share with you. I'm showing this because I saw Robert De Niro, one of the most famed and experienced and most revered and recognized actors in the world. And I'm just pointing out very specific things about these people. So again, prefacing it by saying I'm not promoting Democrats or Republicans. I am promoting you as an entrepreneur to be a great speaker. And I saw this, and it's so important that even at a stature of this man, he has really bad mic technique. Now, by mic technique, when you go to a networking event, when you go to a conference, it's always such an irkful and annoying experience when they're up there and you can't hear them. I'm sure you've had this experience. Now, there's three types of mic setups. There's either a mic setup like that where there's a podium. There's a mic setup where you have what they call a handheld mic, where you're holding the mic in your hand. And lastly, there's a lapel mic. Or actually, there's four mics. So the lapel mic over here, but there's a mic for your ears. So there's actually four mics. The best one actually is when they tape the mic to your head, or perhaps a lapel mic. The worst thing is, which has the highest probability of something, is if they have like a handheld mic, or in this case, a podium mic. Now, it's important that you recognize it doesn't matter whether you're nervous or not nervous. The most important thing you do when you get on stage, if you do not have a taped lapel mic on you, you have to adjust the mic. If you don't adjust the mic, this is what happens. Watch Mr. Robert De Niro.
Barack Obama does not have the experience to be president of the United States. And I can prove that. Remember, he wasn't experienced enough to vote to authorize the invasion of Iraq. Instead, even then he voted against the war he said would lead to an occupation of undetermined length and undetermined costs and undetermined consequences. He just didn't get it.
Okay, you see there? So he gets on stage. The first thing he should have did, Mr. Robert De Niro, is to adjust the microphone so that people can see him. Look at him. He's a good fellow guy. He's a good guy. But for a whole minute, he first doesn't have the mic set up. It's in his face. And then he looks away so people can't hear him. And then lastly, since the mic is up here and the notes are down here, he's kind of hunching down. So he does three things he should not do. One is you have to make sure that if you don't have a taped mic to your face or a lapel mic in your collar area, if you have a handheld mic or a podium mic, the first thing you do, you have to adjust the microphone so that it's about 4 to 6 inches away from you. If you have a handheld mic, make sure that thing is about 3 inches away from you. Don't have the mic down here. It's like so irksome and annoying, and even executives that I see around the world. So if you are nervous about speaking, well, make sure that people can hear you. And the best thing is, especially about a more somber voice, if you're like an Eckhart Tolle, where I saw him speak one time, and Oprah Winfrey said he's the Mick Jagger of spirituality, but I'm sorry, like that guy is boring. I like his books. I like his message. I like his thought process, but he speaks like this, and he has a very somber voice. So if you have a more somber voice, a more Eckhart Tolle voice, make sure you put the mic close to you. Otherwise, people will be falling asleep. Okay? So mic technique is really important. It's one of the most basic things you need to do. I travel the world giving talks on the science of networking. When you go to events, my entrepreneur clients, wealth managers, real estate, insurance, anyone in the sales role, executives, they always go to all these networking events, which most times is a waste of time because they get a stack of business cards. But even before that, they go to the wrong events. So when you hear the phrase, You got to work the room, Chris. You got to work the room. Working in the room is a waste of time if you're in the wrong room. When you're in the right rooms, are you actually approaching people? So the two main things I talk about in my speeches and in corporate training is how do you find the best networking events to get more business? And when you get to these networking events, how do you communicate? And by communicating, it's not just one-on-one. It's in a big auditorium, perhaps. It's online. And also with your employees. Some of my clients, they want to motivate their employees. They don't know how. They want to get investors. They don't know how. So you can have all the content in the world, but if you don't have good mic technique, if you don't have great storytelling, you will never succeed as much as you deserve as an entrepreneur. Hopefully that helps. Please write in the comments who you want me to dissect, expose their public speaking foibles or fabulous, amazing skills. But type in the comments who you want for me to analyze in terms of the speech patterns. And also, please subscribe to my channel. Bye, everyone.